In the early days of Bitcoin, the world of cryptocurrency was a chaotic frontier. There were no billion-dollar exchanges, no Wall Street investors, and almost no rules. Security was an afterthought, and opportunity was everywhere for those bold enough to take it. Amid this digital gold rush, a mysterious figure emerged, Melone Lam, a 20-year-old whose actions would soon become legendary. This is the untold story of how one young person managed to steal 4,000 bitcoins, a fortune that would be worth hundreds of millions today. Let's dive into the wild beginnings of Bitcoin and the heist that shocked the crypto world. Back then, Bitcoin was still an experiment. Its value hovered at just a few dollars, and most trading happened on small, poorly protected exchanges. Security was weak, and digital wallets were easy targets for anyone with technical know-how. Hackers saw endless opportunities, and the landscape was filled with risk and reward. It was a time when a single mistake could mean losing everything, and only the most daring or knowledgeable could navigate safely. This environment set the stage for what would become one of the most infamous heists in crypto history. Melone Lam remains a mystery to this day. Some say he was just a student, while others believe he worked inside one of the early exchanges. What's clear is that Melone understood Bitcoin systems better than most people at the time. He was smart, resourceful, and always a step ahead. Using his knowledge, Melone began to craft a plan that would exploit the vulnerabilities of the early crypto world. But who was he really? The truth is, no one knows for sure. That uncertainty only adds to the legend. Melone didn't go for a big, flashy theft. Instead, he started small, siphoning off tiny amounts of Bitcoin from vulnerable wallets. A few coins here, a few there, always careful, always quiet. By moving slowly and blending in with the normal flow of transactions, Melone managed to avoid drawing attention. His approach was methodical and patient, exploiting weaknesses that most people didn't even know existed. This was not a crime of impulse, but a carefully executed plan that would take months to unfold. As Melone continued his operation, he siphoned off small amounts of Bitcoin over time. Each transaction was carefully hidden in the noise of daily trading. No one noticed a few missing coins here and there, and the thefts went undetected for months. This slow and steady approach allowed Melone to build up his haul without raising any alarms. It was a masterclass in patience and subtlety, showing just how vulnerable the early crypto world really was. Over the course of several months, Melone's stolen stash began to grow. What started as a few coins soon became hundreds, then thousands. The numbers climbed: 500 BTC, 1000 BTC, 2000 BTC. Each milestone marked a new level of risk, but also a new level of reward. Melone's careful strategy was paying off, and the total amount stolen would eventually surpass 4,000 bitcoins, a sum that would be worth hundreds of millions today. The scale of the heist was becoming impossible to ignore. Eventually, the missing bitcoins could no longer go unnoticed. Authorities and exchange operators began to realize that something was wrong. Investigations were launched, and the hunt for the thief began. But Melone was always one step ahead. He had planned for this moment, and he knew exactly how to cover his tracks. The chase was on, but Melone was determined not to get caught. To evade detection, Melone began splitting the stolen bitcoins into smaller amounts and moving them across dozens of different wallets. This made it nearly impossible for investigators to follow the trail. Each transaction was another layer of confusion, another obstacle for anyone trying to track him down. Melone's understanding of blockchain technology gave him a huge advantage, and he used it to stay ahead of the authorities at every turn. Melone didn't just split the coins, he also used mixing services to further hide their origins. By shuffling the bitcoins through various wallets and services, he made it nearly impossible to trace where the money ended up. This technique, known as coin mixing, is still used by cybercriminals today. Melone's use of these tactics was ahead of its time, and it helped him stay invisible in a world where every transaction is recorded forever. Despite the efforts of authorities, Melone managed to stay one step ahead. He moved the coins quickly and efficiently, always staying just out of reach. In the end, the trail went cold. The bitcoins were gone, and so was Melone. No one knew where he had gone or what he had done with the fortune he had stolen. The heist had been pulled off perfectly, and the thief had vanished without a trace. This day, no one knows what really happened to Melone Lam or the stolen bitcoins. Some believe he cashed out and disappeared, living a life of luxury somewhere far away. Others think the coins are still hidden, waiting to be discovered. The lack of answers has only fueled speculation, and the story has become one of the most legendary unsolved crimes in the world of cryptocurrency. Melone Lam Heist has become a legend in the crypto community. It's a story that's been told and retold, inspiring both awe and caution. The scale of the theft, the mystery of the thief, and the unanswered questions have all contributed to its lasting impact. Even as Bitcoin has grown and changed, the story of Melone Lam remains a powerful reminder of the risks and rewards of the early days. Since the days of the Melone Lam Heist, Bitcoin has evolved dramatically. Security has improved, exchanges are more regulated, and the technology has matured, but the lessons of the past still linger. The story of Melone Lam is a reminder that even the most advanced systems can be vulnerable, and that innovation always comes with risks. Today, the world of cryptocurrency is much more secure than it was in Melone's time. Exchanges use advanced security measures and users are more aware of the risks, but the threat of theft and hacking still exists. The Melone Lam Heist serves as a cautionary tale, reminding everyone to stay vigilant and protect their assets. One of the key factors in Melone's success was the anonymity offered by Bitcoin. Transactions are recorded, but identities are hidden behind wallet addresses. This made it incredibly difficult for authorities to track him down. The power of anonymity is both a strength and a weakness in the world of cryptocurrency, offering privacy but also enabling crime. Blockchain technology is at the heart of Bitcoin. It records every transaction in a public ledger, making it possible to trace the movement of coins. However, as Melone showed, it's still possible to hide your tracks with the right knowledge and tools. Blockchain is powerful, but it's not foolproof. The Melone Lam heist is a perfect example of both the strengths and limitations of this technology. Story of Melone Lam teaches us valuable lessons about security, trust, and innovation. It shows how quickly technology can change and how important it is to stay ahead of potential threats. For anyone involved in cryptocurrency today, the Melone Lam heist is a reminder to never take security for granted and to always be prepared for the unexpected. At the end of the day, technology is only as strong as the people who use it. Melone Lam's success was not just about exploiting code, but about understanding human behavior and the weaknesses in systems. The human factor remains one of the biggest challenges in cybersecurity, and the Melone Lam story is a powerful example of why people matter just as much as technology. The Melone Lam heist remains one of the great unsolved mysteries of the crypto world. Despite years of investigation and speculation, no one has ever found the missing bitcoins or uncovered Melone's true identity. The story continues to fascinate and inspire, a reminder that some secrets may never be revealed. The impact of the Melone Lam heist is still felt today. It changed the way people think about cryptocurrency security and inspired new technologies and practices. The story is a testament to the power of innovation and the dangers that come with it. As the crypto world continues to evolve, the lessons of the past remain as relevant as ever. Bitcoin has come a long way since the days of Melone Lam. The technology is more advanced, the community is larger, and the stakes are higher. But the story of the 20-year-old who stole 4,000 bitcoins will always be a reminder of the Wild West days of crypto, a time when fortunes could be made and lost in the blink of an eye. As we look to the future, the legend of Melone Lam continues to echo through the halls of cryptocurrency history. In the early days of Bitcoin, the world of cryptocurrency was a chaotic frontier.